Hey, y'all. The title of this message for today is Step Back and Let God Work It Out. I'm going to read Psalms, the 25th chapter, the 4th through the 5th verse. Show me the right path, O Lord. Point out the roads for me to follow. Lead me by your truth and teach me, for you are the God who saves me. All day long, I put my hope in you. God says, step back and let him work it out. So, you have surrendered your life to God, and you know that God is moving you. You know that you have been allowing God to lead you, guide your footsteps. And right now, you are in a place right now where you know God has put you there. And sometimes, we as people, we say that we have surrendered, but sometimes we'll find ourselves getting in the way, trying to get in the way. Like, God, I know you got me here. I know most definitely you got me here. But I need to put my hands on this. In other words, you're trying to put your hands on the place or on the thing where God got you at right now. So what you're doing, you're trying to take matters into your own hand. You might be trying to make some decisions, or you might be trying to go ahead of God, and you might be trying to say, well, I'm going to move this way, or I'm going to go this way, or I'm going to, I'm thinking about going that way. But God say, step back and let him work it out. So, don't you know that we have already claimed and testified that God, you got me where I am at right now. We talking about our now. You have me where I'm at. So, if you have me where I'm at, how can I start putting my hands on something that I didn't even put myself here? You can't touch nothing. You can't bust a move if you didn't put yourself where you are at now. It's just impossible. Because keep in mind, you didn't put yourself there. You didn't even guide yourself to be where you was at. And I always say, this wouldn't have never been my choice. So you might be in a place right now where you didn't even choose to be there. That's why I say that most definitely God got you where you is at right now. But somebody is trying to go ahead of God. Somebody's getting ready to make some decisions that God haven't told you to make. Somebody's sitting there contemplating like, okay, what should I do right now? Should I? But remember, it's not for you to even make a decision. Because how can you make a decision on your next when you didn't even put yourself where you are at now? God says step back and let him work it out. Step back. If you have allowed God to lead and guide you along the way, along the path, and you have taken your hands off, and you have given God the will, and you have moved yourself to the back, and you have put God in the front, why are you trying to take over the wheel again? Why are you trying to move God to the back and move yourself to the front. How can you know the next plan when you didn't even put yourself where you are at now? God says step back. He's going to work it out. Remember, God is still in control. Wait on God. Because He's going to give you your directions. He's going to help you make the decision on what you should do next. But right now, don't go ahead of God. God said, don't go ahead of Him. I need you to step back. You have been obedient along the path. That's what I'm hearing. It's somebody that's listening to me. Like, God is saying that you have been obedient. You have been doing what He's been telling you to do. You have allowed Him to guide you to your destination now. God said, don't stop. Excuse me. Don't stop. Keep letting Him guide you. Step back. That's what He's saying. He says step back. This is not the time to try to get in the way. Why are you so anxious? Why now? Like maybe you need to ask yourself, why now am I trying to go ahead of God? All this time, I surrender. All this time, I let God guide my footsteps. But why now am I so anxious to where I'm trying to go ahead of God? God said, wait. If I have guided you along the way, and you have been obedient, and you have done what I have been telling you to do, wait. Don't start trying to take matters into your hands now. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get anxious. God said, keep doing what you've been doing. And that is letting Him guide you along the way. Keep surrendering. Just keep surrendering. Because sometimes the enemy will try to sneak in and try to deter you off from the path and try to tell you, no, you probably need to go on and do this. You know how the enemy did Eve. That's what I see right now. That the enemy is trying to do you the same way. You have come too far for you to start trying to take the wheel. That's what I'm hearing. You have come too far. And God said, let Him keep guiding you. Step back and let Him keep guiding you. You have come too far to try to go ahead of God. You have come too far to allow self to get in the way of God's plan. God said, step back and let Him work it out. Bye, y'all.